Elliott. Yes.
Although they're staying in that huddle a long time, usually if you stay in the huddle that long, it's a pass. Smith is deep.
Fourth and inches. Stop him! Stop him! First down.
Yeah.
That was nice, huh, John? You didn't even watch it. Did you?
Mark Collins on the bottom of the pile.
I asked you.
John, you needed this much to get a first down. Did you get it?
Yeah. Oh, he did.
And that's the soft spot. He went
Yeah.
right in there at Michael.
I'm gonna watch that frying pan.
That's why he's in the Pro Bowl. That's why Emmett Smith, or one of the reasons.
Take care of it?
Emmett Smith was the leading rusher in this league. First and goal at the line.
Nothing.
Stacy Dillard. Smith got nothing.
Smith got nothing.
He would love to see a field goal by the Cowboys here. His giant team stop him and make them go for a field goal, because one of the things he was worried about yesterday is getting behind early. He said down there in Dallas, that's what did him in. You know, they got down 17-3. The Giants are not a good team playing uphill. Second and goal at the line. Aikman.
Here's my boy. They scored a touchdown.
I don't know how much money they paid Emmett Smith. I know it's a lot of money, but
You're my seat, buddy.
The first half
You're
of
my
the
seat.
game,
You're in my seat, Elliot. Excuse me.
said who's going to be a Giants beater, and so far it's been the Smith. They've run it to him. He's running right, left,
Look at the TV.
inside, outside. They passed it to him.
Look at the TV, John, now. Don't ask me silly questions. What happened?
Look, the blitz is on. They don't get a good coverage.
Who scored?
Emmett Smith.
Who scored?
Aikman makes
What
a
player?
perfect throw. Murray for the
Evan
extra
Smith,
point.
right? How'd he score? A run or a pass? What did he do, John?
Is good, and Dallas leads 10-0.
10-0, John.
7:26 left to play in the first half.
Who's on the ball?
Your back works hard all
And
day.
what position does he
You
play?
need Sealy Posturepedic support all night.
Offense. Offense
Sealy's
is the team
sense
with
and
the ball.
response support system has
Defense is
patented
the team
coils.
stopping the other
Unlike
team
other
trying to get a
premium coils,
touchdown.
Sealy's gives easily at first
Offense.
for comfort. Then as
What
weight increases,
position?
it responds with increasing support. Correct support.
QB.
And only Sealy Posturepedic has this steel strand
QB, which stands
foundation.
for what?
The steel
Quarter?
beams, not wood. Posturepedic support.
Aikman is a
only
quarterback,
from
right?
Sealy.
Should you leave money hanging around?
Watch this. Bailey is going to blitz here. Emmett Smith comes
Where's the right
inside and
place for
goes
money?
right in that hole where the linebacker blitz from. See, there's the blitz. Emmett Smith goes boom right there in that same spot, and he catches his first
Was it?
touchdown of the season.
Yeah.
There goes another ball for number 22 into his collection. Into the trunk. And then knock it out.
Hey, this whole first half, that could be a collection
Emmett
for Emmett
Smith
Smith.
ball, huh?
You talk about a pro football player, showing you what a pro football player is in the NFL. That's what Emmett Smith was doing.
An all-pro football player.
Well, the best. I think that these kind of games, these big games, are what it's all about. I mean, you know, you're going to, you'll get the playoffs, you're going to get the home field, you're playing for the division, you're playing for everything, and big players come up big in big games.
Kick off.
Murray's
Kick off.
kickoff sails to make it 5 yards deep in the end zone, and he will not
All
bring
right,
it
never
down.
mind. Don't. Glenn, you want? Who's your
Pro
best
Bowl
team, Elliot?
selections for the 1993
Dallas.
Cowboys: Aikman, Smith, Irvin, Novacek. Offensive lineman
No, John Collins.
Williams, Newton, Mark Stepnoski, who will be operated on next Tuesday.
Dallas.
Obviously, he won't play in the Pro Bowl. Maryland, Norton, Thomas Everett,
No,
and Darrell
no state
Johnson.
field. No.
Yeah, now that's a representation. I mean, you get 11 guys. I mean, that's like playing, that's what the Giants said, it's like playing an all-star game. You get 11 Pro Bowl players on the Cowboys.
Hit by Lynn.
19.
Nothing there.
You gotta get down.
There's Mark Stepnoski.
You know, he had a deal in his contract that if he was voted to the Pro Bowl, he would become a free agent at the end of the season. So he got that injury, and then he started worrying about whether he was going to be voted to the Pro Bowl or not. He injured that knee. He's out for the season, but he was voted to the Pro Bowl, so he will become a free agent.
Callaway.
Yes, take it. Penalty declined.
Stop, please.
And that has to be against Casillas, and that's what the Giants needed.
Number 75, defense, penalty is declined, first down.
Yeah, not a guy jumping outside, but just a guy making a play, a guy making a catch. I mean, you know, Sims gets back, he had good pass protection, Callaway makes a good sharp cut out there, Sims hits him perfectly. The Giants don't need a lot of things going, they just got to start making some plays now, start getting some first downs, and get into a rhythm.
Oh, no, I'm not making anything. See, already have on.
After another 30-yard pickup for another NFL update, let's go back to Greg Gumbel in New York.
Pat John at the Silverdome. Detroit pulled even on Eric Lynch's 5-yarder. All kinds of room off right tackle. It's a 7-7 tie at the Silverdome in the second quarter. Back to you.
At Giants Stadium, it's 10-0 Dallas.
We can make cookies.
Tripped up by Thomas Everett.
That's what the Giants need, just something to get them started. Sims hit that pass and they got that good push to the left side. We saw the first run to the left side, now we watch the second one. Trap play, boom, good trap by Roberts there. Hampton's right in behind it, runs right off the trap block.
Giants first and 10 at their own 48. Hampton behind him. Hampton will carry again.
Elliott!
Got a yard, maybe.
Elliott!
What
kind of meat is this?
You talk about great running backs. We know that Emmitt Smith is, and a year ago Rodney Hampton was a Pro Bowl player. And I've always felt that when a running back plays against another great running back, he wants to show his best too. And I know that Emmitt Smith so far has the upper hand. I mean, he's done everything that a running back has to do. And Rodney Hampton wants to show his stuff now. You know, everything that a running back can do.
Second and 9. Across the 50 to about the Dallas 48. Leon tripped him up.
Yeah, we saw the one trap, now we trap from the other side. This time it's going to be Cratch here. Cratch pulls this way, Hampton gets right in behind him, and you want to run right off that trap block. We saw Roberts do it to the right, now we see Cratch pull, boom, right there's a trap, Hampton right in behind him.
Good play by Leon Lett. The trap worked, but they didn't get Lett blind. Here's Sam.
Yeah.
By Tolbert.
Second run.
Casillas.
Couldn't.
They all converge. The Giants will have to punt.
And Sims was really upset.
We're Johnny alive now. Now that I know.
Here's the first one. Tolbert is going to get the first pressure, and then once Sims sees that, he puts the ball down, and then the whole thing becomes a jailbreak. But see, Tolbert's the first guy right there. Tolbert was the guy that made him bring the ball down, and there was Leon Lett and Casillas.
Cowboys were coming after Horan. The end of the kick. All the way down to the 10-yard line. Dallas still leading 10-0. It looked like the ball sort of slid off the side of the foot of Mike Horan, but he got a good bounce.
Maybe that's how you get directional kicking. You just slide the ball off your foot.
Oh, wow, New England's hot,
The
huh?
Patriots beating Miami, the Dolphins having all kinds of problems, and New England playing better each week. Kansas City, 24-3. The Cardinals playing well of late. Green Bay has taken a 10-7 lead over the Lions.
The Giants
Ten, Joe. Dallas.
Here defense, but they have to make a stand. They have to stop the Cowboys and make them come here and get some good field position.
Emmett Smith
Toilet, Joe.
looking for room, cut down by Corey Raymond. Good tackle.
But the secondary's making way too many tackles on Emmett Smith. You know, how many tackles has the defensive line made on Emmett Smith? They're not going to make a lot, but the linebackers have to make more tackles because the more tackles the secondary makes means that the ball carrier is running farther and farther into the defense.
Those linebacker tackles is sort of the key to this giant defense also.
And they haven't been doing it today, and they didn't do it last week against the
Yes,
Cardinals.
he put that fumble.
Second down. Smith again. He lines upfield for about three. Stopped by Lawrence Taylor and Stacy Dillard.
You know, if you look here, Pat, so far Emmett Smith has been tackled 5 times by the first guy that hit him, 5 by the second, 8 times it was the third guy, and 5 times it was 4 or more. So the first guy has only tackled him 5 times.
18 carries, 63 yards. They need 2.
First down. See you later. See ya.
Run down by Greg Jackson. And Smith.
Oh, you hit. Uh-oh.
Right, yeah. Get out of there.
So he's going to make a little counter move. You see, follow Nate Newton. Nate gets a little block right there. Poor tackling right there. Great running. And I think at the end, Pat, I think he just falls on the football.
10-0. 2-minute warning.
This is the Eagle Vision TSI. With the
I like what I
latest
see.
spatial imaging sound system, solar control.
If I'm the quarterback coach, but I don't think it's really his fault. There's nothing for him to work. I mean, you don't like this on offense to see a quarterback scramble around like this over and over.
And indeed, Kansas City offside.
Kansas City game.
Well, Rick Meyer,
Number 90, 5 yards, third
No,
down.
that's the
is
same
Neil
game.
Smith who's offside, but Rick Meyer really is a natural runner, but more so than a lot of quarterbacks around the league, he has been forced to run, not only because he's been a rookie, but the offensive line earlier in the season wasn't as steady as they've turned into now down late in the season. Came into the ballgame with 313 yards rushing. The second leading rusher on the Seahawks team. Third and short, and Seattle does not get the first down. Tracy Rogers and a host of Chiefs putting the reps on John L. Williams.
You staying long?
You see Tom upset there. And you take a look at this replay, you can see that actually what Kansas City did is covered both guards and the center there. And everybody else on the run did a good job of getting penetration. There's no place to go. It was a good job by Kansas City, and Seattle didn't take anybody off the ball there. Third down and short. Can Albert Lewis get another punt block? What do you think?
We will see. No, I don't think so. Excellent one, and Dana Hughes back to the 15, and an excellent
Goes on the right shoulder, and that's what they're checking.
Smith has 19 carries, 198 yards now. Lincoln Coleman has replaced him.
Face mask. I call it like I see it. I want to let you see it now. The face mask.
I think there might be a penalty. I do see a flag finally at the 40.
Face mask foul, 5 yards, on the defense. Still first down.
You wonder
Was that live?
losing Emmett Smith and everything.
At the half, Greg and Terry will have all the scores and highlights and New Year's resolutions. Be careful. Dallas out of the huddle quickly. 3rd and 4, 20 seconds before halftime. One timeout left.
right?
20. With 14 seconds left to play in the first half.
My
That's
man.
another covering sack there, Pat. I think he was trying to get to Michael Irvin right here, and you'll see Irvin get down in there deep. And there's too many Giants on him. You see Irvin there, he got a double team right there. Jackson and Guyton both on him. That's who Aikman was looking for. This is what happened. Now here's how Aikman sees it. See, he's looking down, he's looking for Irvin, looking for Irvin, looking for Irvin, waiting, getting up, no chance.
Emmett Smith heading for the locker room. There's Russell Maryland, who was injured his ankle.
Nice coverage sack. Nice coverage sack there.
Dallas uses their last timeout. They lead 10-0. 3 seconds to go, and Murray's in the game.
Piece of cake.
Owens Corning presents an exciting debut. Pink Plus, a new insulation that's silky to the touch. The reason? Pink Plus is our famous pink fiberglass insulation wrapped in smooth pink poly, which also makes it extra easy to install. So get in touch with a premier insulation. For the Pink Plus dealer nearest you, call 1-800-GET-PINK.
That's a long-time Giant fan. Always good to see her in the crowd.
That's right.
38-yard field goal effort coming up by Eddie Murray.
Eddie Murray.
Novacek holding.
A boy from Detroit. And number 3 on there, Murray.
It's good. The kick is funny.
You know it? 13-3 at the half.
That is the end of the first half with the score. The Cowboys 13, the Giants nothing.
I got a feeling Dallas is going to the Super Bowl.
CBS Sports coverage of the National
Two interceptions last week.
Dallas is
And
going
now
to
has
the
thrown
Super
one in
Bowl.
this game, bringing his total to 7.
Let's take a look at my boy Joe. Cool Joe Montana. Let's take a look at my boy.
Joe's on the back.
Kansas City, which was really on the move, and now has the ball first and 10 for the 20 as we approach the 2-minute warning. John Vaughn has returned to the Seattle lineup as Meyer hits Blades for 5 or 6 yards. So Blades closing in on Steve Largent's record. And we have hit the 2-minute warning from Arrowhead. Kansas City up 24.
We see Joe's damage anyways, 24-3.
In my career in the NFL, I faced many challenges on the field, but none were as tough as when my wife Terry and I learned that our 4th child, Kramer, was born with spina bifida. It was one of the lowest points in my life. Over the years, my teammates
Adeline and Elliott.
moments in people's lives.
What's going on with these
when they
Giants?
really needed help.
Oh
You
no.
remember
What do you
some-
think? Are they going to come back?
Either way, they're in the playoffs next week.
That's true. Elliott? Giants going to beat the Cowboys today?
Seahawks is facing.
You think so?
My wife Terry and I were very fortunate.
Speak for yourself. Don't listen to your mother. Who's going to win the game? Cowboys?
But there are a lot of
Thank
people
you.
who aren't able to afford that.
Thank you, Elliott.
That's why your support of United Way is so important. Now I want you to see
Giants are
Peter
bums.
today. He's doing fine, and so are the countless people.
Say Giants are
young and old,
bums.
who have been helped by the United Way. Now
No.
more than ever, United
right,
Way,
you got right
helping
on.
where help is
Say
needed.
Giants are bums.
This message furnished by the National Football League.
Boy, that's how families go bad and go wrong in this world.
4-3 lead over Seattle. Dan,
Parents like that.
one of the things we talked about at the outset was
It
how
all starts in the home.
Marty Schottenheimer go with Joe Montana, who's been a little bit fragile this season with a big lead today.
Well, I think the other thing is you got Dave Craig, who is a very, very good backup veteran quarterback.
It's only half price. You heard it right. Our Mako Supreme Finish, normally $349, is now only $175. Our Mako Supreme Finish wraps your car in a new Ultra Pad.
And he'll also, Marty Schottenheimer, be keeping an eye on the score at the Hoosier Dome. Last check, Buffalo was up 10-3. Kansas City win, coupled with a Colts upset of the Bills, gets the Chiefs the first round bye.
Back to Dallas.
Ever. Call 1-800-344.
For Seattle, they trail at 24-3.
Remember, we get crazy like this only once a year, so call or come on in now and drive out looking good during our Mako Supreme sale. If that sure
Elliot, be
your bottom line,
careful.
get Mako.
The NFL Today halftime report is sponsored by new loose fit Dockers. Nobody does pants like Dockers.
Welcome to our studios here in New York, everyone. Greg Gumbel along with Terry Bradshaw. Halftime score, the Dallas Cowboys in the battle for the NFC East Championship, leading the New York Giants by a score of 13-0. Emmitt Smith having himself a pretty decent first half, and he's doing a lot of cutting back.
He is, Greg. One of the reasons Emmitt Smith's having to do a lot of cutback running is because the nose tackle for the Giants, Eric Howard, is doing such a good job of engaging the guard and playing two-gap, looking inside. Now, look, he engages, look, he's peeking inside, peeking outside. Emmitt has no lane, runs up in the middle, and is stopped. That's why you've seen him going out and go to the right side and to the left side. Now, the Cowboys get back and they say, well, look, if we can't do this up the middle on this Howard guy, we'll take our left guard now. We'll just pull him out over here. Here comes Big Nate. Pulling out, good double team, Eric Williams down inside, and then the trapping game, there's the trap on tape, the safety, and then you see Emmitt Smith off to the races. The Cowboys don't like to do this. They don't like to pull their guards in trap, but if you're going to stop them inside, then they'll go to their trapping game. An excellent job in the first half by the Cowboys. Giants, though, Greg, when they've had time, Sims threw the ball deep, completed the pass. Hasn't had much time since the first series.
And they're now down 13. It appears they'll have to open it up even more in the second half. 13-0. Remember, the winner of this game wins the NFC East, clinches home field advantage throughout the playoffs, and the loser hosts Minnesota next week. At the Silverdome, the battle for the NFC Central Division title is now a 10-10 tie. This is Eric Kramer, tipped by Rodney Holman, intercepted by Bryce Kopp, and that set up this screen pass. Nicely done by the Packers.
Well, you see the Lions blitz fire all day long, but now all of a sudden they catch it in the zone. The perfect setup is a good zone, nice screen, and there's Bennett off to the races. This guy was excellent receiver while he was at Florida State.
Now, further in the second quarter, Brett Favre's pass picked off by Ray Crockett.
There's a scramble by Favre. Doesn't have good control of football. Shouldn't have done this. 20 interceptions coming into this game, and most of those interceptions, Greg, have been because Favre has flushed out of the pocket and has made poor decisions.
And Lions ball first and goal at the 5-yard line. Eric Lynch finds all kinds of running room on the right side. A Jason Hanson 37-yard field goal has now made it a 10-10 tie at the Silverdome as they approach the 2-minute warning. In Indianapolis, they are just gone to halftime, and the Colts are trailing the Buffalo Bills by a score of 10-3. Buffalo clinches home field advantage throughout the AFC playoffs with a victory there today. At New England, we warned you the Dolphins would have some problems at halftime. The Patriots are leading Miami by a score of 10-7. Miami can earn an AFC wild card with a victory or a Jets loss in a couple of other scenarios. In Pittsburgh, the Steelers, minute and a half shy of halftime, are trailing the Cleveland Browns by a score of 9-3. Pittsburgh can earn a wild card win with a win and losses by two of these teams, the Raiders, the Dolphins, or the Jets. Right now they trail the Browns 9-3. Arrowhead Stadium.
How do you put on the court?
No
touch.
I know, right here.
Dropped it. He dropped the easy one, Josh. See that? He dropped the easy pass.
I know, I made it from though.
Bill Sims is doing his part.
Get out of here.
Earlier, Pierce had that one caught.
This fuck on that.
Look right here. Look, watch him drop the easy one. You got it? Oh, bad.
Earlier we saw
Daddy, this fuck was
a perfect
not.
pass to Mark Jackson, and he dropped it.
Oh, no wonder.
Those drops are killing the Giants today.
8 out of 14 Sims in the second half, 2 of 5 in the first. No interception.
Daddy, this is on the basketball team.
Can't you just call, what's his name over there? Metro? And then,
I just don't feel like going to get it, Jeff. That's just the problem. I didn't tell him anything. Yeah, because he asked me to borrow $5. I said, yeah, fine. And then he says he wanted a ham sandwich and some cigarettes. I didn't say I was going. I came to you to ask you.
you gave him the money?
No, I didn't give him any money.
Usually, if the guys come, here's Charles Haley.